Alana Brophy, weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
All right, a pretty incredible day to end the work week.
Yes, happy Friday too, Alana.
Happy Friday. We saw plenty of sunshine to kick off the day, even up there in the high country. Great shot here coming in from an ABC4 viewer from Brighton. Absolutely stunning. We did see the clouds move in throughout the afternoon associated with a weak disturbance. An unsettled pattern is going to set up here. It brings in some cooler temperatures, and we've got a heads up if you've got Mother's Day plans, because we know that weather changes are going to be moving in. So we'll give you an idea as you want to step outside with mom. There's that cloud cover. You saw it this evening and afternoon. It bulked up associated with a weak cold front coming through. It will knock down temperatures, and we are seeing just a tiny bit of moisture. Sun goes down there. Moisture in the West Desert, that is, where the clouds have pushed in. This was the first weak disturbance kind of coming through, and we see that moisture in the last little while want to pop up. Not everything's hitting the ground. A little bit of virga, which means it evaporates before it hits the ground, but we're keeping our eye over on Skull Valley and into Utah County, and then right there on the state line. Could see a stray shower here moving through, and that chance sticks around into tomorrow. Temperatures were very mild today. We're still sitting in the 70s in Salt Lake City. Wasatch Front will see those numbers dropping into the 60s, but with that cloud cover, we're going to keep things fairly mild, breezy at times, but cooler air will be moving in and throughout the state for tomorrow. That's as this area of low pressure to our north kind of tracks through. The chance of some moisture for the northern half of the state, but that movement of the low really triggers windy conditions for southern Utah. It's a big deal because it's a big weekend. Yeah, that wind advisory going into effect. That does include south central Utah over towards Moab into Grand County and the Four Corners area. This goes into effect at 9 a.m. Blowing dust potential is there. We know we're very dry down south. And so when we get those winds, it could appear hazy. So heads up, if you're taking mom to the national parks, we get gusty conditions both days of the weekend. You want to make sure and take note if you're heading out. Blowing sand and dust could complicate things. Big weekend for Ironman athletes. Welcome to Utah. And we know that race is important. Tomorrow morning, you'll see temperatures in the 60s. That's for the first leg. As you move into the afternoon, expect 70s, and that final leg in the 80s. High of 89 expected in St. George with wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Here's Mother's Day. As that area of low pressure comes through, yes, brings a better chance of wet weather. FUTURECAST gives us the timeline on that. There's the moisture from tonight. Moving through our Saturday, we get a stationary boundary. We get areas of gusty winds south of that, and then here comes the moisture kind of coming through. That is going to keep things pretty interesting into Mother's Day, so eyes to the skies if you're recreating. 10 degrees cooler. Along the Wasatch Front tomorrow, we'll see 70s and 80s holding on in the southern portion of the state. Big weekend, so we've got to get through it all. Here's a look at the next 7. Where those cooler temperatures arrive by Monday. Mother's Day in St. George, 83. Looking beautiful. Along the Wasatch Front, chance of a shower, maybe a thunderstorm as temperatures climb into the low 60s. The Wasatch Front shows those temperatures dropping to the 50s by Monday, which is our best chance for some valley rain. That'll bring some mountain snow. Drier conditions midweek. Another system by the end of next week. 68 tomorrow, but be ready for those changes. You're going to notice them. Glenn, Emily, over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Alana. Well, the Ironman World Championship